Today we are talking the future of Nintendo Switch Online and the possibility of DS and 3DS games being added to the service once the Switch 2 finally launches. Before we get into this, make sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and ring that bell, and let's get into the topic. With the Switch 2 right around the corner, we have not been without our share of leaks and rumors. And one of those rumors is that the next Switch will have a microphone built into the system similar to the DS and the 3DS, and also the Wii U gamepad. We could finally have a console from Nintendo that would allow for all first-party games to be playable with the option to play them on TV while the system is docked. How would DS games and 3DS games work on the Switch? Well, in my mind, I think we could see three different control schemes. Touch, when in handheld, either using your finger or a stylus. Motion, with a single Joy-Con, similar to the way we used to play games on the Wii with the Wii Remote. Or just regular controls. From the research that I have done, games like The Legend of Zelda Phantom Hourglass or Spirit Tracks are playable with regular controls with just one simple line of code. So I don't believe it would be that difficult for Nintendo to add that to these games when they are brought to the service. Now, let's talk about the screen layouts and what would they look like when it comes to the Switch. I believe in handheld, you could probably play side by side with both screens right next to each other. Nintendo may release a DS adapter of some kind that allows you to play the system vertically when you're playing handheld, and it would look just like the DS did back in the day. When it comes to playing on the big screen, you could put the majority of the top screen filling up most of the screen, while the non-essential bottom screen could just take up a smaller portion. One of the ways the Wii U did it very well is it put a DS on the screen and then just put the gameplay top and bottom screen right there for you to see. And of course, it shrunk it down, but it also helped because of the resolution of these games being so poor compared to modern screens. If the leaks are true, the Switch 2 may have a mic allowing DS and 3DS games to be fully functional. According to a list I found on Giant Bomb, 118 games use the mic. I don't know if it's entirely accurate. There may be more, there may be less. That being said, a handful of them that I want to point out. The first game from the list that I want to mention is Mario Kart DS, and in battle mode, you could inflate balloons by blowing into the mic. In Mario Party DS, 4 of the mini games involved blowing into the mic. It's also worth noting that Mario Party 6 and 7 both use the microphone on the GameCube. And that also makes me wonder, is there a possibility for more peripherals for Nintendo to sell, potentially a wireless mic that we could use when it comes to some of these games? Mario and Luigi Bowser's Inside Story had some parts where you had to blow into the mic. The Legend of Zelda Phantom Hourglass and Spirit Tracks also had sections where you could blow into the microphone. Animal Crossing allowed you to blow into the microphone, just adding to the immersion. One game that used the microphone a ton was Nintendogs, speaking the names of the pets and teaching them tricks. All involved the mic. Yoshi's Touch and Go used the microphone. Pokemon Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum, according to this list, used the DS microphone. Star Fox Command. New Super Mario Bros. Some of the mini-games used the microphone. Metroid Prime Hunters, which I believe used the microphone for comms. And WarioWare Gold. The addition of the microphone wasn't needed by any means, but speaking or blowing into the mic brought a level of immersion and fun that I believe we may see more of from the Switch 2, if the rumors and leaks are true. But more of that in a future episode. If we do see DS and 3DS games make their way to the Switch 2, what games are you most excited for? I'm going to give you my top 10 DS games, and honestly, the 3DS kind of falls in line with most of these because the sequels are on the 3DS. So Mario Kart DS and Mario Kart 7, both games that I would love to be able to play on the Switch 2. Animal Crossing Wild World and New Leaf. All of the Legend of Zelda games that were available on DS and 3DS would be great additions to Nintendo Switch Online. Any of the Mario Brothers games, New Super Mario Brothers DS, New Super Mario Brothers 2, Mario 64, Super Mario 3D Land, all great additions. Metroid Prime Hunters with the modern controls, I think would be a lot of fun to jump back into. Contra 4, which I know is not first party, but it is so good on the DS. Ninja Gaiden, another one, not first party, but I believe since it was exclusive, there may be a possibility that we could see this game make its way to Nintendo Switch Online. One that is already on the Switch, but to have the inclusion of the microphone, again, would be Ace Attorney, because there's nothing better than screaming objection while you're in court. Star Fox Command was a very fun Star Fox game, and I would love to see it make its way to Nintendo Switch Online. Now, this one we might see prior to the launch of DS and 3DS games making their way to the service, and that is Diddy Kong Racing. It was on the DS. One of the things that I love about Nintendo Switch Online are the games that I have not spent much time with or games that I'm playing for the first time. I was recently able to play through Pokemon Pearl thanks to the remake on the Switch, but seeing Diamond, Platinum, and Pearl all in their native form on Nintendo Switch Online would be fantastic. In fact, we need to see all of the Pokemon games make their way to Nintendo Switch Online, but I'm not sure if it's going to happen. Another game that I would love to see is Chrono Trigger. That was also on DS, and I hear it is a decent way to play that version of the game. There are so many Kirby games on both the DS and the 3DS that are fantastic, and I would love to see make their way to the service. The Mario and Luigi series is not a series that I have played that much of, and would love to be able to have access to all the games in that series, especially with the release of Brothership right around the corner. And the last game on this list of games that I would like to be able to try for the first time is Advance Wars Dual Strike. And of course, this is not all the games, but it's just the ones that I could come up with off the top of my head. So as we conclude today's topic about DS and 3DS games making their way to Nintendo Switch Online, what do you think? Let me know in the comments. What games would you want to see? What do you think about the possibility of 3 different control options? Do you think it's doable? Do you think that would be fun? I want to hear from you. Thanks so much for listening, and we'll see you in the next one.